Distinguished co-presidents, the Secretary General of the Conference, and Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. At this, the conclusion of the Ocean Conference, it gives me immeasurable satisfaction to declare that we've now truly begun the work of reversing that cycle of decline that human activity had put upon the ocean. Over the past 5 days, an entire movement has come together to act decisively to mobilize the necessary commitments to realize Sustainable Development Goal 14. The ocean has united us. In doing so, the Ocean Conference has generated broad momentum for implementation of all 17 SDGs of the 2030 Agenda. And I can now say with confidence that the transformation of our world for the better is now well and truly underway through the 17 goals of the 2030 Agenda and, of course, the Paris Climate Agreement. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as a result of your active participation and your great efforts, we have delivered a clear message to the world. The great mass of humanity and the governments that lead us are united in taking ocean action. That unity extends to combating climate change, for restoring the health of our ocean and climate action are indeed two sides of the same coin. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to say that the conference's partnership dialogues, the call for action, and the voluntary commitments have delivered a comprehensive plan of remedial action to address the ocean's problems. The tide has turned on marine pollution. Marine protected areas are now proliferating. We have brought ocean acidification to the fore of climate change and ocean challenges. We've put wind in the sails of those who will seek to reach agreement on harmful fishing subsidies at the WTO meeting in Buenos Aires in December. We've seen great resources pledged to help small-scale fishers and SIDS and LDCs maximize benefits from a sustainable blue economy. Strong commitments have been entered into for investment in ocean science and technology and knowledge transfer that will greatly support vulnerable countries and thereby us all. And we've seen a broad recommitment to the adherence to international law and to the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. The task ahead is clear. We have to hold ourselves accountable to what we have committed to at this conference in support of SDG 14. Follow-up to this game-changing conference will now begin rolling forward. We will fortify the momentum and partnerships announced this week. We'll bring together the declared actors for each track of SDG 14 to ensure that we all proceed in support of each other's efforts. I'm confident that the UN system will rise with great diligence in support of these tasks. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, global consciousness has now been raised, such that no one can say that they were not aware of the ocean's problems. Neither will they be able to say that they have not been alerted to the many solutions that are now ours to deliver on. We must move forward with determination and with a sense of urgency. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it remains only for me to thank our co-presidents, Sweden and Fiji, and what a magnificent, marvelous partnership that has been. And in front of you all, I'd like to thank Mr. Wu, the Secretary General of the Conference, and his magnificent staff at DESA. And to Mr. Serpa Suarez and Duales staff for everything that they have provided for the success of this conference. To our co-facilitators, to the Partnership Dialogue co-chairs and moderators, to the Secretariat, not forgetting our erstwhile translators, and all those who made this conference such a success. As I said at the opening of the Ocean Conference on Monday, throughout the long lead-up to the Ocean Conference, our mantra was, human-induced problems have human-devised solutions. This conference has now resolutely compiled the required solutions. Friends, it only remains for us to get on with the job. Thank you.